Hey guys, I hope all are doing good. Okay, so in this video, we'll discuss some of the more important topics, services in the AWS, which comes under the security. Okay, you must know this one. Okay, so these are very important when you are working with the AWS. Okay, which is IAM roles. What are these actually? Okay, so this comes under the security and access management, right? So let me give you a scenario. What is access management is? Okay, so whenever you go into any company, okay, so the company will not give you entire AWS access. All the services in the AWS, they will not give you. Okay, so AWS has hundreds of services are there. Okay, so everything will not be given to you. Okay, so some of the services only given to you. So if I take an example, okay, so in a company, okay, so multiple employees will be there. Okay, so one employee working in a sales team, and another in working in a finance, another is working in a HR department. Okay, so salesperson wants to know the sales report, monthly sales report. Okay, so he can only know that. Okay, so finance persons, okay, only know cash flow. Okay, and HR department can only know about the salaries and everything. They can know. So everyone have their own uh, roles are there over there in the company, right? So sales person cannot know the salaries. Okay, what HR are seeing. Okay, so finance person can't see the sales report. So because everyone have their own roles. Okay, so whenever you go into any companies also as a developer, okay, so for you also the permission will be given. Okay, role will be given. Okay, what are the AWS services need to be given to you? Okay, apart from 100 services, if you are a web developer, okay, so these services will be given to you. If you are a data scientist, these are the machine learning services will be given to you. Okay, so apart from this, no other services will be given for you. Okay, because it is for the security purpose. Who knows? Okay, knowingly, unknowingly, okay, someone can delete any services or any files. Okay, so that is why. So it is always AWS says that, okay, so you have to give the least privilege. Okay, so how much he want, okay, that much only you have to give. It is not like after 1 week he need another some two permission, so I will give it today only. No, you don't have to do that. Okay, so when after 1 week only you have to give those permissions, not today. Okay, so this is how the access management works in AWS also, but it works under some different services are there. So let's see one by one. Okay, so I will show you the demo also. Okay, so first one is users. So users are basically your own identity. Okay, so in a company, multiple employees will be there. Okay, employee A, employee B, employee C. Okay, so these are the users. In AWS also, you will create a users. Okay, these are kind of a employees, all the employees. Different users will be there. Okay, so now comes the permissions, right? So in AWS, you call it as a policies. So what are the policies? So policies are the kind of a permission what you are giving to that user. As I told, salesperson only have to see the sales report, right? So here also you create a user, okay, and you attach that policy. You attach the policy to that user. Okay, so AWS have bunch of policies are there, or you can create your own policies. Okay, so based on your application, okay, based on the configuration you want. So you can attach to that user. So now that user can only use those permissions. Apart from that, he can't access anything. Okay, so if user is given only access to the sales report, if you want to, if you try to access any other services, it will say that access denied. Okay, so like that, one is the user who is kind of an employee, and another one is a policy. Okay, which you attach that policy to that user. Okay, so policies are the permissions. Okay, so we attach these things. Okay, but what if, okay, so in a company, multiple employees will be there. Okay, in a sales team only, multiple employees will be there. Okay, in a team, and employee A and employee B, employee C, employee D. Okay, so all are seeing the sales report. So are you going to give the permission to each and every persons? For employee 1, I will give the permission this one. And employee 2 also I will give the same permission. For employee 3 also I will give the same permission. The permission is going to be the same. Again and again you are assigning to the every employee. If any new employee comes also, again I will create a new permission, new policy, and I will give it to that. So it is not a correct way. Okay, so every time you are creating the same thing and giving the same thing again and again. So what you can do in AWS is AWS also have a groups. Okay, groups are like a teams. Okay, so you can create a one team, one group, which is called a sales, and you can add all the users to that group. Okay, all employee to that group, and you will give permission to that group. Okay, you are not going to give a permission to all employees. You are just giving permission to that group. Okay, so once you attach that permission to that group, whoever comes under that group, all the persons get that permissions. You don't have to explicitly, okay, give each and every person that permission, right? So this is for the ease of use. So this is how all the access management works. Okay, so users we saw, and permissions policies we saw. Policies are permission policies, both are kind of a same only, and groups kind of a teams. Okay, so we saw these things. Okay, so and there comes the roles also will come. Okay, so roles are something what different it is. So roles are what roles is. So even though AWS have multiple services are there, okay, inside the AWS only, but many services don't talk to each other directly. Okay, if service one wants to talk to the service B, okay, assume from the server one you are inserting say, some data to the database. Okay, both services are like this, and both services by default can't able to talk. Okay, so this is how AWS has built that thing. Okay, so here you need a roles. So roles are you are creating a path, a bridge. Okay, so I want to talk from this server to this database. I want to make a connection. You will create a role for that. I will show you while giving the demo. Okay, so roles are nothing but okay in the most of the time, okay, many times you will find the errors that permission denied. Okay, these are errors are I seen many people are getting these errors. Okay, permission denied. What are permission denied in the sense? So this is based on the roles only. If one service wants to talk to other service, and if the role is not attached, means you didn't created a path. Okay, so then they will get a permission denied access. Okay, so this is how all these things works. Okay, so let me give you a demo. Okay, so you can understand more clearly. Okay, yeah, guys. So let me show you the demo. Okay, with the diagram, so you can understand more clearly. Okay, so we have a person. Okay, so we can call it as a user, as I told you. Okay, so employee. Okay, so who is working under the sales, right? So after that, so there will be a permission, right? Permissions will be there, or in AWS we call it as a policies. Okay, so he can, okay, so bunch of already written, or you can create also permissions. Okay, so it will be there, and this is the sales report permission, sales report. Okay, so you attach this permission to him. Okay, so now he can only access the sales report. Other than that, he cannot access anything. And you can attach multiple permissions also. Okay, so other than the sales, you want if you want to attach any other permissions, you can do that also. So he got these two permission right now. So other than these two permissions, he cannot access anything. Okay, so this is how it works. So if you suppose in a sales team, in a sales team, multiple people are working. It's obvious that multiple people will be working in the sales team. Okay, so and this is the sales report permission. Sales report permission. Okay, so we can attach one by one also. Okay, but that is time taking because for each and every person you have to attach it, right? So that's not a easy one. Okay, so because lot of employees will be there, so attaching each and every person that take a time. So what you can do is, so you can group all together. You can add them inside the sales group, sales group, and you attach the permission to the group itself. Okay, not a one by one person, not individually, right? So you attach to the permission to the group itself, not a one by one person. So now whoever the persons comes under that group, so all they all get that permission. Okay, so automatically. And in future, if you add one more person also, he will suddenly get that permission, what you attach to that group. Okay, so this is in AWS, we'll call it as a group. I will show you the demo, how we can create it. Okay, so this is how it works. And once it is permission attached, in future, you can revoke the permission also. You can delete the permissions also. That is also possible. Okay, so this is how it works. Let me show you the demo of the AWS, how all these things works with the hands-on. Yeah, guys. So let me show you the demo with the AWS, how it look like. Okay, so this is complete AWS console. Okay, so you can search for IAM. Okay, so you can see here it's the access management. So when you click on this, okay, so here you can see. Okay, so all the users groups, users, roles, policies. Okay, as we saw that one earlier. So click on the users and you can create a new user. Okay, so suppose the username is John and you can create as a sale and you can give the access AWS management console also. He can use this whole console. Okay, website he can use. Otherwise, he can use only with a command line kind of a thing. Okay, if you give this one and you can give him. Okay, so you can give him a password. Okay, so he can log in with that password. Okay, so let us uncheck this. Okay, so click on next, and here you can see. Okay, so attach policies is there directly. This means, see here, AWS already have lot of policies are here. Means lot of permissions. You can give admin access. Lot of different permissions are there. Okay, so as of now, let me search one permission. Okay, so which is quick site kind of a thing. It is a reporting tool. Okay, so let me give some random permission. Okay, so this is a quick site. So click on next and create a user. So now user has been created, and when you click on the user, and he have this permission attached to them policy. Okay, so again another person come again create a user and Bob, and he is also working in a sale. Okay, so again attach the policy. Okay, so this is kind of a repeating job, right? Because everyone are working in the same. So what we'll do is, so just go to IAM, so group, user group, and create a one group. Okay, so let us create multiple sales persons. Okay, Bob. Hmm, okay, so next, next. As of now, see, Bob don't have any permission as of now. Okay, so let's create a user group. Create a group, and we can sales team. And see here, it is saying that okay, you can add people to this group. Okay, so I will add both these people, and I will attach one permission to this whole group. Okay, so I will attach one whole permission to this whole group. Okay, so now earlier Bob don't have any permissions. So once I create a group and see here, this is a sales team, this is a group, and these are the people inside that one, and these are the permissions attached to that group. Okay, this is the permission attached, and these are the people who got that permission. So once you go to the users, let's say Bob have what are the permissions. You can see here automatically he got a permission because he is under that group. And if I try to create another one, okay, so if I try to create another user and sale, and if you click on next, and see here, it is also suggesting that add user to any group we want to. Okay, so there may be a multiple group, sales team, finance team. Okay, so I will add him to this group. See here, I am not attaching any policies here. Okay, so I only added him to this group. So once you click on next and create a user, and if you go to this one, and if you check the permission, he will get it automatically because he is inside that group. Okay, so if you go to the user group, sales team, and these are also groups are there. So this is very simple. Okay, users, groups, and policies. Okay, so this is how it works. And if I want to show with the management console access, okay, suppose user is this one, and I will create a user. Okay, so what I can create is this I create. Now I will give a management access. Okay, so now what I will do, I'll create a I am user and custom password. I can give any password over here. Okay, next, and right now I will attach one of the only one policy. Okay, so EC2. Okay, which is kind of a server, and I will give a full access. Okay, I only attach to only one permission. I will show you how it will deny the access. Okay, if I try to use any other service. So now it is saying, okay, we given a management access, console access. So it is saying that, okay, go to this URL. We'll just go to this URL. Okay, so this is the ID. Okay, so this is the URL, and you can give the what is the username, what we given, fin underscore sale, and password is the one which you given over there, custom password. So once you click on sign in, so now he got the access of the console also. See here. Okay, so we given him a EC2 access kind of thing, right? So if you go into the EC2, okay, so he can create the servers, okay, because that is what access we given. Okay, so that is what access we given. So you can launch instances, so it will not say anything. Okay, if I show here, so web one and launch instance, launch, it is loading, launch instance, proceed without key pair. Okay, see here, now he can launch the instance. So it didn't given any access deny thing, right? Because we given that permission. If he try to create anything other than this one, see here, if he try to go into the building, he can't see the building. See here, you don't have access to account, have the account. Okay, so these are all the permission denied access. Permission is required. So he can't see anything because that is the only permission given to him. Other than that, he can't do anything. So this is how all these things works. And from the root account, okay, so this is a root account. Okay, so whenever you create a AWS account, so it will be a root account. From root account, you will create a multiple child accounts, and you can revoke the permission also. Okay, so here is this one, and this is the permission attached to him, and you can revoke him also. You can just remove it. So he the permission to create that server also will be gone, and you can delete the user also. Okay, so if we deleted this user, if we delete this user, and if we try to go to that one, and if you try to refresh the website, and it however it will not work anything within a second. Okay, whole account will be blocked. See here, because that user has been deleted, right? So that is how it works. Okay, so this is just a simple demo. Okay, and role I will discuss about the upcoming because it needs services to integrate. Okay, so I will discuss in upcoming videos. Okay, yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. And if you like the video and if you find it knowledgeable, please don't forget to subscribe it and to share with your colleagues and fellow mates. Okay, so thank you so much. Bye.